This is Calvin Castine. It's the 8th day of May 2002. And we have strike one on the batter. This is Northern Adirondack Central School Bobcats being visited by the Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars. Jared Jarvis is the batter leading off the ball game. Pops it up the right field line. Foul ball. Bill Durnan Jr. pumping on the bases. And behind the plate, Mike Toloski. Alright, you might be able to hear me a little bit better now. Plug the microphone in. That's strike three. Mike Toloski behind the plate, Bill Durnan Jr. on the bases. This is Northeastern at NAC. Didn't have our mic plugged in all the way, so you may have had very low volume. Very seldom do people complain when I have low volume, but we don't do it deliberately. This is Ben Duty, the shortstop, and he is facing Jamie Gilmore. Strike. Ryan Kurowski is the battery mate. Strike two. At first base, it's Corey Bilo. Second baseman is Brian Trombley. Shortstop, Sean Burke. And at third base, it's Zach Welch. That's in the dirt. In the outfield from left to right, Ryan Leduc, Justin Gardner, and Pete Ashline. Gilmore delivers. Strike. No, off the plate apparently. Ben Duty is batting. One of the Cougar fans says, "Good eye, Jared." Line shot to first base, since handled cleanly by Corey Bilo. That's two down. Now get us to the third baseman, Casey Richard. Little breeze. Don't usually make the mistake, but I did today. Nice pickup at short by Burke. Fired to first in time. Bilo, and a nice stretch and a throw by Burke. Well, nice play to get Richard, who's got some wheels. Don't usually make that mistake of not bringing enough coats to the ball field. I did today. A little cooler out here than I thought it would be. So my heavier coats in the car. So we'll complain about the weather as the game progresses. No score. We're going to the bottom half of the first here on Hometown Cable TV that survives with your support. Sean Burke will lead it off in the bottom of the first. Well, look at the Cougar defense. Pitching is Brad Miller. Last time we saw him pitched an excellent game against, I think it was Ticonderoga. James Jeanette is behind the plate. At first base, it's Andrew Goodrich. Second baseman is Kelly Poisson. And here's the first pitch of the bottom of the first. Ball one. Shortstop is Ben Duty. At third base, it's Casey Richard. In the outfield, left to right, Matt Garand, Jared Jarvis, and Jeff Davison. Oh, wait, that can't be Jeff Davison. I'll have to figure out what his name is here. Jeremy Davison, Joe Davison. We'll get a name before it's all said and done. Too many Davisons I've taped over the years. When he steps up to the plate, we'll pay attention to what they're hollering at with his name. That's low. Hit on the ground, a grass cutter, slow roller. Duty over to Goodrich. Nice scoop by Drew Goodrich. And they get the out, one down. Paul Gilmore coaching at first base for the Cats. We'll bring up the first baseman, Corey Bilo. Miller winds and delivers. Bilo swings and misses. Strike one. Hit the third. Nice pickup. Over to first for the out. So that went from Casey Richard over to Andrew Goodrich. We have two down. And I'll bring up Zach Welch, who's batting number 3 in the lineup. It's usually a power spot, and Welch is known for his wheels. So he's batting in a power spot here. We'll see if that's there's a reason for it. Let's watch here. Hard hit. Sharply to second. Over to first. Kelly Poisson to Andrew Goodrich. So each of the infielders gets a chance to touch the ball. After one full, it's Northeastern nothing, Northern Adirondack nothing here on Hometown Cable. Matt Garand at the plate. He's the left fielder. Here's a pitch from Gilmore. Hit sharply by the third baseman. First base hit of the ball game. And our first base runner. So leadoff single for the cleanup man, Matt Garand. Now Brad Miller, the pitcher, steps in, hitting number 5 tonight. Line shot, that's going to be up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. Garand will stop at second. So 2 pitches in a row were teed off on, and runners at first and second, and nobody out. And gets us to Andrew Goodrich. That cool breeze blowing right at us. Normally we're right here by the backstop. Normally the backstop provides a buffer for the west wind, but this is a north wind coming down out of Churubusco. Bunted foul, strike one. Gilmore steps off. Chases Garand back to second. That pitch was high. There's a bunt. Nobody covering second. So with the bunt on, the middle infielders are covering the bags. So nobody was at second. Gilmore looked toward second, see if there was a play there. And there would have been if there had been somebody there, but everybody was doing their duty and covering the corners. So now James Jeanette will step in with 2 ducks on the pond. Runners at second and third, and 1 down. Jeanette looks at strike 1. Cougars threatening in the top half of the second inning. And a game played here, well, it wasn't a game after all, but an event played here yesterday. Bobcats were leading Plattsburgh High School 14-4 with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. The rain came, torrential rain. They never finished the top of the 5th, so without 4.5 innings in, the game does not count, and they have to start over next time they meet. So 10-run lead wasted. With 1 more out, Bobcats would have had the victory over PHS. There's a strike. Two strikes on Jeanette. You're not going to drive in the runners taking pitches. Jeanette's got to be a swinger up there. Here's a pitch from Gilmore. That's high. There's a pitch from Gilmore. Swung on, hit sharply through the left side. This will score 1, maybe 2. They're going to hold. Nope. Coach held him up, then he sent him. and Miller scores. Jeanette will go to second base. So the ball was bobbled by LeDuc, otherwise Miller was going to be held up at second. So we're going to give one run batted in to Jeanette. The Cougar book will probably be 2 runs batted in, but actually only 1. Now Davison, the batter. Jeremy Davison, Jeff Davison. We'll listen and see what we can hear if they cheer him on. Strike one. I know it's not John Davison. He's a good singer, John Davison, but he's not playing softball today. Josh Davison, there you go. I think it's Josh. High. 1-2 the count. That's high, even the count, 2-2. It's in dirt, full count. 1 out, 2 in, runner at second. Here's the pitch. Slow roller, it's going to be trouble. It's going to advance the runner. Go to first, not in time. It was in time, but Bilo wasn't able to scoop it out of the dirt. By the time he picked it up, the runner had reached. A good call there by Bill Durnan. So we're going to have runners at the corners and Kelly Poisson at the plate for Northeastern.
So you guys are down last night, a lot of emotions, let's go.
Good call. Davison's back. Not sure what the Bobcat schedule is this week. I know they played last night. Cougars, 5 days, 5 games because of the rainouts. There's a strike. This game is a rescheduled ball game. Not sure what the double pump was all about. Karowski, not sure if there's nobody covering and he's afraid to throw. He double pumped. Otherwise, they would have had Davison. Would have had him by quite a bit. So runners at the corners. In tight. 2 outs. Excuse me, 1 out, 2 on, 2 in. Number 9 hitter at the plate for the Cougars. So Gilmore definitely wants to get this batter because he's got the top of the order to follow. That's fouled off. Fouled at the plate. Didn't stay at the plate, but it was fouled, went off Poisson's body. That's fouled off. That's high. Full count. Line shot. Base hit. It's going to score 1, possibly 2. It's a slow roller in the outfield. And here comes Josh Davison, and he's going to score. And suddenly it's a 4-0 lead here for Northeastern. Now Jared Jarvis steps in. Runner at first. Strike 1. Throw down to second. And stolen base for Poisson. Gilmore delivers. On the ground to second. It's going to advance the runner. Go to first. Another one, low one that Bilo handles. Tremblay's throw to Corey Bilo in the dirt. Giving him a lot of throws in the dirt today. that's 2 down.
Now you're on 6 months probation. I got off 6 months probation yesterday. Yeah, I was just talking about 6 months probation.
I walked downstairs. That's all right. I ran in on just a double pot of coffee. I stayed up all night on it.
Not sure if the Cougars were looking for interference, that the fielder was blocking the runner rounding third. Our attention was at first base, and I'm sure Bill Dernan's attention was at first base. And all possibility Mike Toloski's also. This is Ben Duty, 2 outs, man at third. Top half of the 2nd inning. He is the 7th batter of the inning. Chops it to the left side. Go to first in time by Casey Richard. So the Cougars leave 1. 8 batters. They sent up 8 batters, so they scored 4. And they lead 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 2nd.
Only gotta say one thing. Hold your gut emotion. We got a big game.
Catcher Brian Karofsky leading off the bottom half of the 2nd. Looks at ball 1 in the dirt. Right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cats looking for their first base runner. Strike 2. Pete Kowalski, I don't think so. I'm needed here at third base. Miller, steps, time called. Steps back on. Now the 1-2 delivery. Low, 2-2. I believe we have a full count. There's a payoff delivery from Miller. That's going to be in the dirt and ball 4. And Buckshot Karofsky is on. Now Jamie Gilmore gets the chance to help his cause. He steps in, throw to first, and Karofsky's back. Miller checks the runner, comes to the plate, high, ball 1. 2-0 the count.
That doesn't mean a good man. I get worse every year.
Miller's pitch, low. Ball 4. Gilmore walks on 4 pitches. And Justin Gardner at the plate. Nobody out. Coach Miller's strike called. Bunted foul. In the dirt, nice stop by Jeanette. Miller takes a long time between pitches here. That's not a good. That's not good. Normally a fast pitcher. Hit down the third base line. Go to first. Double play. Double play. As the third baseman, Casey Richard, tailor-made for him, steps on third and fires to first for the out. 2 down. And Pete Ashline now the right fielder stepping in for the Cats. So a big play there for the Cougars.
Come on there, Petrie.
Get right to third. All Richard had to do is pick his foot up and step on the bag. Didn't have to move. And the guy who remains on the base paths is Gilmore, the pitcher. So he's the guy you want sitting down and relaxing, and he's the guy out there on the base paths. That's hit. Duty will pick it up first in time. In time. Ball got by Miller. Duty did a nice job charging it. Firing to Goodrich for the out. So nothing across for the Cats after 2. 4-0 Northeastern leads. Casey Richard looks at strike 1. Top half of the 3rd inning. Gilmore delivers. Fly ball to right center field. Ashline grabs. We have 1 down. Now Matt Garand will step in. Strike 1. Change up. Strike 2. Strike 3. No, up the plate. 1 and 2. Gilmore working quickly between pitches. That's what we like to see. Hit sharply to third. It's going to be bobbled. Now we're going to have a runner at first. Not getting any help at guy coaching first here. Not telling him to round. Garand catching heck from the coach, but the guy at first is supposed to tell him to round the bag. So there'll be an error on third baseman Welch, and it'll get us to Brad Miller, the Cougar pitcher. Gilmore pitches high, ball 1. Goes after 1 and 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 3rd. Strike 2. Miller changed his mind midstream. Gilmore glances toward first at the runner Garand. Comes to the plate, just missing. No, actually hit one out of the strike zone. That definitely would have been a ball. He hit it maybe an inch away from the dirt. Looked like Vladimir Guerrero on that one. Except that Guerrero usually hits into the warning track when he reaches like that. Strike 3. Nice pitch there from Gilmore. Gets Miller looking, so that's 2 down. And the first baseman, Andrew Goodrich, stepping in.
There you go. You have another step over there.
Gilmore keeping Garand honest at first base. Strike. Pick 2. Throw down to second. Safe. Throws a little bit off. Puts Garand in scoring position. And Gilmore delivers. Just missing. Hit to the right side. Bilo will take it. Over to Gilmore. Covering just in time. Good hustle there by Andrew Goodrich. Just in time. Bilo to Gilmore. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 4-0 Northeastern. Today's game has been rated PG for Paul Gilmore.
I didn't know I was throwing it down so fast.
We have Brian Tremblay stepping in for the Cats. Up for the first time. Pitch from Miller. In tight, ball one.
Come on, Brian.
2-0, 2-0. Ball three. Miller just missing with that one. That's in tight. Looks like he's aiming the ball the way he's way he's throwing. Looks like he's aiming it. Ryan Leduc steps in. Trying to remember if the Bobcats have a hit yet. I think their runners last inning were fake throw, were walks. 1-1 the count.
Wait a little while before you score out the running in.
Little bump. Jeanette will pick it up, fire it in the dirt.
All right.
That's a very good bunt
Come on, Bert.
for Ryan Leduc. It advances a runner and reaches with nobody out. Top of the order coming up. Sean Burke at the plate. Cats threatening now in the third inning. Miller delivers. There's a bunt. Miller will handle this one. Fire to first. To Poisson covering. One out. Now Corey Bilo steps in with a couple of ducks on the pond. And one out. Here's a pitch from Miller. Swing and a miss. A healthy cut from Bilo. Strike one.
Come on, Corey. Come on, Corey. Yeah!
Changeup is lined into center field. It's going to score a run. Safe at third.
Nice hit, Corey Bilo.
Runners at the corners.
Good rip, Bilo. Good rip.
4-1 ball game and potential tying run. Stepping to the plate, Zach Welch. Here's a pitch from Miller in the dirt. Jeanette blocks it. We're going to have runners at second and third. Miller definitely struggling with his control today. That's going to drop in the right center field gap. Ball's a little short. Throw to the plate. Safe at the plate. Throw to second.
Way to get it going. Way to get it going, guys.
It's a 4-3 ball game. Tying run at second base.
Guys, keep it going.
Now catcher Brian Karofsky, the batter. 4-3, 1 out in the third inning. This game is going to be tied. That's going to drive in the run. Karofsky will stop. They'll throw to the plate. Karofsky with the game-tying single on at first. Now Jamie Gilmore steps in. Pitch from Miller, swing and a miss, strike one. Up to a little high. Gilmore hoping to tee off on one. Strike call, curveball. 1-1 score.
Dude, he waved me around when I was looking up. He was standing like this. No.
Just missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missing again. 2-2.
Go!
Gets away. We're going to put a runner at second base.
Turn and look.
Full count. Miller delivers. Gilmore, he yanks it to left field. Nice running catch. Nice catch on a well-hit ball by the left fielder, Garand. Well, Gilmore gave it a ride, but it's a long out, 2 down. Now Justin Gardner steps to the plate. Miller delivers. Gardner looks at strike 1. Hit sharply. Oh no! It's by Richard. I was going to say nice play, but they didn't come up with the ball. And Gardner is going to hustle his way into second base as he chases Kurowski in. So it's a 5-4 lead for the Bobcats. And Pete Ashline, 9th batter of the inning, stepping in for NAC. Ball 1. Nice stop by Jeanette. Swing and a miss. Pitch from Miller. Fouled off. Change up. Strike 3. So Miller gets the strikeout to end the inning. We're going to go to the top of the 4th. 5-4. Bobcats leading the Cougars here on Hometown Cable. We'll have to be on our toes a little more here as we have changed venues. It popped up to second baseman Tremblay. That was Jeanette, the batter. Now Josh Davison. Top of the 4th. 5-4. Cats lead the Cougars. We're out of that wind a little bit, but we get a little more chance to get a quick foul ball coming at us here. That's fouled back and out of play. Gilmore's pitch in the dirt. Hit to first, unassisted by Bilo. 2 down. Now Kelly Poisson steps in. Gilmore delivers. Poisson lines it into right center field. That'll be a base hit. Well, 2-out single. Top of the order now, and Jared Jarvis at the plate. Gilmore's pitch, high, ball 1. That's a base hit to right field. Going the opposite way, here's the throw. And we'll have runners at the corners. Well, Ben Duty steps in. Tying run, 90 feet away. Strike 1, here's a throw down to second. That's going to allow the tying run to score. It's a 5-5 ball game. Poisson scores. Jarvis stops at third. Duty steps back in. That's in the dirt. Looked like Kurowski threw to the man instead of to the bag that time, so the second baseman breaking the second. He threw to where he was before he broke. So while he was at second, the ball was where he was when he started out. Ball 4, but will put duty on at first and runners at the corners. And it brings Casey Richard to the plate. No throw. Go ahead run at third base. They're in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. 1-1 pitch. Swings at one in the dirt. 2-2 the count. Duty back to second.
Go, Casey. Make sure it's there for you.
Gilmore delivers. Swing and a miss, strike three. Well, the Cougars tie the ball game. It's 5-5. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. This is Brian Trombley. He led off the bottom half of the third. Strike. Miller's pitch in the dirt. Until this game was rescheduled to today, I was planning on being in Montreal, Colorado. Rockies visiting the Expos. Ball four. Another conference at the rubber with the coach. Miller stays in. This is Ryan Leduc. Bottom of the fourth. Tie ball game. Gets away from Jeanette. It goes out of play. Runners advance automatically. Go ahead run at second base. Hit too short. Duty is there. One down. Top of the order now. Sean Burke at the plate. Ball one. Fouled off. 1-1. Miller continuing to take a long time between pitches. Low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Miller delivers. Strike 2. 3-2 full count. To the right side and foul. Have a quick look at the crowd here. Cougar and Cat fans. Strike 3. Burke looks at the third strike. 2 down. Well, Corey Bilo steps in. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Come on there.
Line drive, base hit. This could drive in to go ahead run. Here comes the throw. And run scores. Oh, it's a 6-5 ball game. Bilo with the RBI single. Not sure if that's Trombley that scored. It's Trombley. Now we get 2. Zach Welch. 6-5 NAC leads. 2 outs in the bottom half of the fourth. Ball 1. Strike. Ball 4. So Welch draws a base on balls. And Miller's going to have to come out. Second trip in this inning. And he'll leave trailing 6-5. The runners at first and second and 2 down. Alright, we have the change. Matt Garand is now pitching. Going to be facing Brian Karowski. Dan Trombley has come into play right field.
Come on, butt!
Miller has gone to play left, and Davison has been replaced in the batting order by Trombley. Foul tip. 1-2 delivery. Popped up. Out of play. It's back to the Garin. Over to first for the out. So it's 6-5. We go to the 5th. Bobcats leading the Cougars. All right, we're in the top of the 5th. That guarantees off and drives it into center field for a leadoff single. Well, the potential tying run is on board in the person of Matt Garin. Says, this is my game to win now. I want to win this one. And Brad Miller says, this is my game to lose, so I got to drive him in so we at least tie it and take that loss off my record.
Come on, 3-3. What do you say now?
High. Throw to second. Garand is out.
Nice throw, Brian.
He is out. Perfect throw. Garand slid into the wrist though as Trombley making that tag. Nothing bad there on Garen's part, just that the slide and the ball and Garen's hand in between the bag and Garen's slide, so something's got to give. Apparently the ball was not handled cleanly and Garen ends up safe at second, so bent his thumb back, I guess. Well, Garen is safe with a potential tying run. Miller goes fishing. Strike 3. Draws the throw. He's going to be safe at first. Miller is safe at first. Swung at one in the dirt. With first base unoccupied, he can run on the drop third strike. So the throw to first allows Garen to go to third. So that's a big break there for the Cougars. First getting Garen safely at second. And then Miller reaching on the dropped third strike. And Matt Garen going to third base. This is Andrew Goodrich. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Cougars threatening in the top of the 5th. Bobcat lead 6-5. Hit to the right side. Trombley gets the batter. So Goodrich gets a run batted in, ties the ball game, and moves the potential go-ahead run to second base with 1 out. And it brings up James Jeanette. Ball 1.
Come on, 3. You're all right there. Watch that. Go, Jan. Good. Back a little, back.
Swing and a miss.
Go, James. Big guy. Come on, get him off. Hard out there.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Gilmore starting to take a long time between pitches. Aim that one. First base is open, full count. Strike 3. Nice pitch. 2 down. Dan Trombley up for the first time in the game.
Right away, new stick.
Strike 1.
Come on, Danny Kid, watch short.
On the ground. Bobbled at second. It's going to allow the go-ahead run to score. Miller scores. Cougars lead 7-6. So Trombley reaches on the E4. Kelly puts on the batter. Gilmore delivers. High. Gets away. Going to go all the way back to the backstop. Trombley will stop at second. Way high. 3-0 the count. Ball 4. So the number 9 hitter, Poisson, walks. Pete Konvolowski's going to go out and talk to pitcher Gilmore. Well, Gilmore stays in. Now we have top of the order up. Jared Jarvis at the plate. Cougars at the corners. Second and third. High. Strike called. To right field. And it's caught for the out. 7-6 Northeastern leads. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Jamie Gilmore takes strike 1 as we start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Guerin delivers. Hit to third. Richard with a long throw to first to Goodrich. 1 down. Now Justin Gardner steps in. Cats trailing the Cougars 7-6 in the 5th. There's a bunt. Back to Guerin. Over to first. 2 down. On a close play. Close one. Peter Ashline. 2 outs, nobody on. Guerin's pitch, strike 1. Check swing. Fair ball. Fair ball puts them in a long ways. Hey! Ashline being told to round the base. Get your head in the ball game here. Now Brian Trombley, the batter. 2 outs. Tying run on board for the Cats. Guerin's pitch low, ball 1. Out of play.
Get on. Go.
Not a particularly good throw. Should have held that one. So the potential tying run has moved into scoring position. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. 7-6 Northeastern leads. Guerin delivers. Comebacker to Guerin. Scoops it over to first to Goodrich for the out. Cats go relatively quietly in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. 7-6 Northeastern. This is Ben Duty. He's leading off in the 6th inning. Gilmore takes strike 1. 2. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit back to Gilmore. Backhands it, takes his time, fires to first to Bilo. 1 out. Casey Richard. And a pitch to him, strike 1 called. Strike 2.
Let's get back in here. Go now. Let's go, Casey.
Strike 3. Richard kind of leaning on that one. It's 2 down. And get us to Matt Guerin, a relief pitcher. Slow roller to the left side. In time. So it goes from the third baseman Welch to Bilo for the out. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for the Cougars. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Cats trailing 7-6. Nick DeMore is at the plate. He's in for Ryan Leduc. Up for the first time, hits it by the left side. He'll round first, and DeMore will be on with a leadoff single. Now Sean Burke steps in. Potential tying run on board for the Cats here in the 6th. Burke takes the ball. Now Guerin set. Burke with the bunt. He is out. Tying run moves to second. Well, Burke does his job and it brings up Corey Bilo. Swings and misses, strike 1. Strike 2, looking. Just missing. 1-2 pitch, swing and miss. That third strike's going to draw the throw. DeMore is going to race to third. He's going to be safe as the ball gets away. It goes out of play. Here comes DeMore. He's going to score. No, yes, he is safe at the plate. Mike Toloski running to make sure that ball did not go out of play. Well, DeMore scores. We are tied 7-7 in the 6th. 2 outs. And Zach Welch, the batter.
What's that?
Ball 1.
There you go. Good play.
Strike. And Guerin's pitch. Curveball, just missing. Back to Guerin. Nice pickup by the pitcher over to Goodrich for the out. Well hit ball by Welch, but Garen made a nice play. We're tied 7-7 going to the 7th on Hometown Cable.
Come on, Milo. Not holding, guys. Come on, Jamie.
Brad Miller at the plate. We're in the top of the 7th inning. He missed the first pitch. That was the second pitch of the inning. Fouled off, strike 2. 0-2 the count. Gilmore delivers. High. Hooked up and out of play. Still 0-2. Here's 1-2. Here's 2-2 now. We're hoping one of these teams scores in the 7th inning. Just one though. Get this one over in 7. It's been a chilly afternoon. Miller with a leadoff single. Brings up Andrew Goodrich. Potential go-ahead run on for the Cougars. Fouled off, strike 1. Back safe, but barely. Strike. No. Throw to first. Miller is back. 1-1 to count. High. 2-1. There's 2-1 pitch. Out of play. Swings at ball 3. With less than 2 outs and a first base occupied, Goodrich was automatically out. But by running to first, he drew the throw. And that may have been the deciding factor, allowing Miller to advance to second. Had Kowalski fired to second, who knows? Who knows? We'll never know for sure. So a potential go-ahead run, a potential winning run. But we're in the top of the inning, of course. Is at second base with 1 out. And James Jeanette at the plate. Gilmore taking a long time. 1-1 to count. Come on,
Jamie, go Lord!
Gilmore taking a long time. Missing. Up to second, gets through. Here comes the go-ahead run. Cougars lead 8-7. Well, Dan Trombley steps in. Runner at first. 8-7, Northeastern leading. Ball 1. Strike.
Shut up! On your mouth! My goodness. Good job over there. Doesn't matter. 30 You now.
Outside. Changeup is hit to right field. Makes the catch. 2 down. Jeanette just trotting back to first. Beautiful catch there. I believe that's still Pete Ashline in right field. This is Kelly Poisson. 2 down. Hit to short. Is bobbled. Throw to second. Not in time. Ooh, in time, says Bill Durnan. Thought he'd made it in time. Thought the slide was in time. Bag gets kicked.
Come on, you rip somebody off and get him a base. You want him out.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. 8-7, Cougars lead. NAC needs 1 to tie, 2 to win. Brian Karolski trying to get on board any way he can. Bunts at the first pitch. Strike 1. 8-7 Northeastern, bottom of the 7th. Matt Guerin in relief. He's the pitcher of record. Hit to the left side. Duty with a pickup. Fire to first. It's going to be Justin. Oh! He's out on a. He's safe on a bang play. Well, Jamie Gilmore at the plate. Bunted in the air, foul. Pitch, bunted, foul ball. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Caught looking like the outside from here, but Talowski says it's on the outside corner, 1 down. And Justin Gardner, the batter. Pitch to him is just missing ball. From here, the pitch looked better than the previous one. But as we've mentioned many times, the umpire doesn't stand over here. He gets right behind that plate. In time, 2 down. Gardner trying to fool the Cougars. He's not sacrificing, he's bunting for the base hit. So 2 outs. Tying run at second base in the bottom of the 7th. Peter Ashlainer made a great catch at the top of the inning. Steps in here with 2 down. Last hope for his team. Strike 1. Game a little over 2 hours old. 2 1/4 hours old. 1-1. Hit to the left side. Duty picks it up, fire to first. Foot stayed on the bag, I thought. Called safe. We've had a couple of bang plays at first. A bang play at second to end the top of the inning. And now we have runners at the corners. And Brian Trombley, the batter. Trombley, the batter. Ball 1. With the tying run at third, it'll stopped by Jeanette, our critical. Fly ball. Center field. It is caught by Jared Jarvis for the final out of the ball game. An 8-7 win for the Cougars, and that's the way it was on this May 8th, 2002 in CPAC Varsity Baseball. The Cougars defeat the Cats, and that's the way it was, as we said. From Northern Adirondack Central School, beautiful downtown Ellenburg. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who are supporting Hometown Cable's ongoing efforts.